He keeps that going. Guys, thank you very much. As you can see, teams are on their...
Darryl, thank you very much. A very good afternoon, everybody. Wonderful to be here. Recovery from the time the gates were locked at Ayresome Park to the great days at Wembley. Part of a wider heads-up campaign seeking to harness the enabling fans to be provided with helpful tips on how they can manage their 4 straight wins, but 3 changes by Woodgate for Borough today. Is in goal today, as he was for both Spurs' most recent...
A fascinating third-round FA Cup tie. A championship side in good...
But maybe even more so, if possible, over the coming weeks.
Jose Mourinho, I think he, with the selections that he's made of... Yeah, I spoke to him before the game, Paul. He was very calm. Robbie was...
The 4th-round replay last season. Glory there, venturing forward. Kept his composure well. Out on New Year's Day, of course. Clever ball to the near post. Everybody was needed, including Lucas Moura. Not well cleared in the end that time by Sessegnon, and it just sat up for one of those glory FA Cup moments that Hayden... Results, of course. Stuart Atwell waves it aside. Borough come again. Gazzaniga doesn't go for that one. And a little space down the other side for Roberts. Well, Borough might have wished him to put his foot on the ball there, Clive. He's capable.
Well, it was a...
by Tottenham. Clayton. So quickly. He's got Sessegnon backing him up. Son. Christian Eriksen found a little room. He needs to do things like that. Happily for Borough.
Talented individual.
카지노 공식업체, 네임카페 보증금 5천만 원, 스포츠, 파워볼, 달팽이 양빵, 거북이 양빵, 쿼터별, 세트별, 배삼 625, 엔트리, 짬뽕 사다리, 다양한 미니게임 서비스 중 첫 가입 20%, 첫 충전 10%, 매충전 5%, 돌발 20%, 카카오톡 친구 등록 시 5,000포인트 지급, 네임카페 추천 가입 VIP 포인트 별도 지급, 자금력 국내 최대 1위 업체. 가입 문의 NM77-7 카톡으로 문의 주세요. 여러분들의 수익을 보장해드립니다. 네임카페 커뮤니티 주소 NMCA의
He has got there eventually, even if it wasn't cleanly taken. And Sessegnon couldn't turn to open up here after 1 or 2 testing moments by the Riverside early for Aurier. Coulson stopped the cross.
Good control possession, good movement from Eriksen coming into the 18-yard box, allowing the...
Son.
Hit that long-range pass that Spurs have now recovered.
So we drew the reference with Real Madrid is coaching against a former Real Madrid boss in Mourinho. Manuel Sessegnon still alive for Tottenham. Or he moved a bit too quick for Middlesbrough then. Elects to leave it. Seem keen to push up, and others for Borough don't want to do that necessarily.
I just felt that since
Moura into the feet of Son, trying to go around the outside of Coulson.
Cross in this game,
and that was very well done.
Paul, 20-minute mark approaching. Jose Mourinho will be happy that Gazzaniga has...
To root. It is Eriksen now. It's all right in the end for Middlesbrough and Paddy McNair, but not by very much.
Well, I'm going to say...
Eriksen near post this time. There was an arm up somewhere. Clayton and Howson, between them, got there ahead of Dele Alli. That's going to be a Borough free kick and a little nudge.
Jose Mourinho wrong, that's for sure.
It's a brilliant stop by Gazzaniga, first time. Borough can't yet finish it off. Twice off the line by Tottenham. Sessegnon just needs to clear his lines, and he does it.
It's a Gazzaniga save, and it's an Alderweireld block on the line.
Hey. Fletcher went for that one. That too goes Middlesbrough's way.
Paul, good delivery.
Eriksen. Sessegnon. Well, the first part was promising.
Good footwork. Quick feet. Sessegnon skipping past the challenge of Coulson, but then the strike on top.
Robbed by Serge Aurier.
That was a poor decision by Coulson, trying to just drag the ball.
Here it comes. Mayhas
waiting for some movement. in the end, the song moves, he delivers it into an area.
Son, Eriksson found his own space as Saturday evening next at 5 p.m. as Borough come forward again. It was promising for a moment with Spence.
Well, he does well to release himself. Nice 1-2 in behind Sessegnon, and now he's a Aurier, first time cross, and you can see Dele Alli's just in the defenders of Middlesbrough. The real slog, lots of games, more games than you play in the Premier League. You have to grow.
Took a lot on himself then, really.
Well, Sessegnon does well just to recover the position.
Little ball up to him by Vertonghen. A little bit of class about this from Spurs, and then Son from a lot. Aurier. Ali.
Open Middlesbrough.
May as well get to it, and Sessegnon was closing in.
And Spence does well just to get contact with Sessegnon at that back post. He can't head the ball, but he almost falls in through. It's very, very difficult. Very few passing avenues to break up.
Ali. McNair came across, and the card is going to be for Dele Alli.
Yeah, it's a late challenge.
Just got to lift the levels. You know, at some point I can see them going back to a 4-2-3.
If we get the right delivery, we might get a goal.
Guys, thank you very much. Notes are being made.
And perhaps should remind himself that he has never fallen from pass to this level of the game, loaned to St Mirren in Cambridge.
Sessegnon intercept.
Now Roberts. This is what he can do and has done at Celtic, and it from
the ball quick enough, which leads the intensity and the closing down.
Roberts getting more touches now, taking people on. I think that must have been said to him by Woodgate. Look, I've brought you here to take people on. He didn't do it in the first half. Fry coming round the back. He did well with it. Penalty claim through the middle. Ashley Fletcher in on goal. Doesn't he get off his line? It goes through him and goes into the net. And the clock stays down. And Ashley Fletcher has done it for Middlesbrough in the FA Cup.
Paul, just a minute ago, he spun in behind that Spurs defence and the ball wasn't delivered. This time it was. This time he was one-on-one, and what composure he showed. He had to take a few touches just to get himself set to finish. Gazaniga stood tall.
2 gears since half-time, the new boy. That wasn't bad for Coulson, who kept going for it.
The greatest.
Eriksson, overhit it. And Ryan Sessegnon is the actual.
Rather than Sessegnon high and up the field.
Lo Celso out to Vertonghen, wide left now.
There in the space down the flanks. That for me is where Jonathan.
And crossed it to Son. He's held up. And Lucas Moura closed down final with quite an important goal here today as well. Beauty, absolute beauty.
Just the way it's drilled by.
Spurs anthem rings out. Lamela. Going to be a corner.
Just an
Just go again with Son. Now it's Middlesbrough who have to regroup. That was fairly good planning, and Son goes for it. He's offside.
Well, Fletcher and Corsa are on the floor. They actually collided.
Dale 2 seasons ago, and another one today. Aurier. Lo Celso. Housen, who can run all day into the box. That's a mistake, and Spence was on it. Tottenham moves themselves into trouble. Gestede sets it up, and that could have been it. Ashley Fletcher to Lo Celso. Does find Son this time. Dele Alli. Not the best of crosses.
Lamela wild. He's trying to overhead kick the cross.
Out only as far as Eriksson. That was a better ball in. Lamela, he's got room to shoot, and he does.
Just dipped, and I think fingertips from the keeper.
Tis a corner. Spurs opening up Middlesbrough down the side with Aurier.
McNair, fabulous header at the near post.
But he's going on his own way here, and he keeps going on his own way. Lucas Moura, the Brazilian who got the goal here today for Tottenham, was on his way like little Jus. Moura left it to him. Ali took on all. Lamela feeds Aurier, he did well.
In fact, they're staying resilient, but Spurs are probing.
Oh, it's a fantastic stop by Mayhav to deny Lucas Moura his second.
And that was a good stop. It's a really good hit from Moura. Comes in off the left side, strikes it brilliantly.
Fought. Lamela gave it everything he'd got, but it wasn't quite enough.
He's actually slid underneath the goalkeeper.
But Middlesbrough are going to rely on him again to get there, and he didn't let them down.
Once again, good starting position.
Taken by Eriksson. Now the humble one, and in danger here again of just having a little wake up.